Archaeologists and Egyptologists will tell you 70 to 85% of ancient Egypt is still buried beneath the sea.
Hidden deep beneath the sands of the Egyptian Sahara, untouched for thousands of years, lies a world forgotten by time. Recently, scientists discovered a secret cave that proves Egypt was a jungle and had been sealed for millennia. When they finally opened it, they were stunned by what they found. A mesmerizing window into an ancient past. This cave is decorated with mysterious rock paintings of people swimming, a site that is now one of the driest places on Earth. Join us as we unravel the mystery behind this astonishing discovery. The discovery of the Jungle Cave. The discovery of the Jungle Cave has continued to astonish scientists and the world. Egypt, the land of the pharaohs, brings to mind images of blazing sun and endless desert. We often picture tall pyramids watched over by the mysterious Sphinx and imagine wide stretches of sand shaped by the wind. For centuries, Egypt has fascinated us, with its ancient civilization leaving behind a rich legacy of art, architecture, and mystery. The desert climate has preserved these treasures, offering us glimpses into a distant past. Yet the desert holds secrets, whispering tales of a time long before the pharaohs, when Egypt looked entirely different. Beneath the sands of the Egyptian desert, a team of archaeologists made a surprising discovery. Driven by old legends and texts hinting at hidden secrets, they searched tirelessly for years. Their efforts paid off when they uncovered an ancient cave, untouched for thousands of years, a silent witness to the passage of time. This was no ordinary cave. It was a time capsule, preserving the history of a forgotten era. Its walls were covered with colorful paintings made by prehistoric humans. These artworks were more than mere decorations. They were stories and messages from our ancestors. The paintings showed a world very different from the desert we see today, a landscape full of life. Lush forests covered the land, rivers flowed with life, and the air was filled with the sounds of birds and rustling leaves. Animals long extinct roamed freely in this thriving ecosystem, preserved in art. This was Egypt's jungle past, a time when the land was fertile and green. But the cave held more than just paintings. Scattered throughout were fossils, remains of creatures that could only have lived in a tropical environment. The evidence was clear. Egypt was once a very different place. The change from a lush paradise to a desert is a sign of the power of nature's forces over time. This discovery challenges our understanding of history and the environment, offering a unique window into a time when Egypt was a vibrant green paradise. The importance of this discovery cannot be overstated. It brings to mind the ever-changing nature of our planet and the resilience of life through the ages. Scientists used advanced technology to unlock the secrets of the cave, using sophisticated tools and methods to explore its mysteries. Carbon dating revealed the age of the paintings and fossils, providing a timeline that stretched back tens of thousands of years. These artifacts were from a period known as the Green Sahara, a time when the now dry desert was lush and full of life. Soil analysis provided further evidence of a wetter, greener past, revealing layers of sediment that told the story of a very different climate. The cave soil contained traces of ancient plants and pollen, remnants of a bygone era when the region was covered in dense vegetation. These findings painted a picture of a vibrant, thriving environment that had long since disappeared. The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community, sparking debates and discussions worldwide. It challenged our understanding of Egypt's history and the Earth's climate, suggesting that dramatic shifts have occurred over millennia. Even the driest deserts, it seems, could once have been full of life, supporting diverse ecosystems that have since vanished. Exploring the cave was a careful task. Every step had to be taken with the utmost care to avoid disturbing the fragile environment. The team moved slowly, their eyes scanning the surroundings for any signs of ancient artifacts or paintings hidden in the shadows. The paintings and fossils were incredibly delicate, vulnerable to damage from the elements and human touch. Each artifact told a story of a time long past, and the team was determined to preserve these stories for future generations. To ensure the preservation of this invaluable site, protective measures were put in place. Archaeologists use specialized equipment to navigate the narrow passages and document their findings. High-resolution cameras captured every detail of the paintings, preserving their vibrant colors and intricate designs. These images would later be analyzed to gain a deeper understanding of the techniques and materials used by the ancient artists. 3D scanners created digital models of the cave, allowing scientists to study its structure and layout in minute detail. These models provided a virtual representation of the cave, enabling researchers to explore and analyze the site from anywhere in the world. This technology was a game changer, opening up new possibilities for archaeological research. The digital archives created a permanent record of the cave's content, safeguarding it against potential future damage. The use of advanced technologies was crucial not only for research, but also for preservation. Lasers and sensors helped detect even the smallest traces of ancient activity, providing insights that were previously unattainable. By documenting and sharing their findings, the researchers contributed to a collective knowledge that enriched our understanding of human history and culture. The discovery of the jungle cave paints a vivid picture of Egypt's transformation over thousands of years. It shows how dramatically climate change can reshape our planet. Scientists believe a combination of natural climate cycles and shifts in Earth's orbit altered rainfall patterns over time. The once abundant rainfall decreased, and the lush forests gradually gave way to grasslands and, finally, to the desert we know today. The cave paintings are a representation of nature's power, showing that even the most stable ecosystems can be transformed by the forces of climate change. Preserving the cave and its treasures is of utmost importance. The Egyptian government, in collaboration with international organizations, has taken steps to protect this invaluable site. The cave is now a restricted area, accessible only to researchers with special permission. A climate-controlled structure has been built around the entrance, regulating temperature and humidity to prevent further deterioration of the paintings. Public awareness is also crucial. Through documentaries, museum exhibits, and educational programs, people worldwide can learn about this incredible discovery and the importance of protecting our shared heritage. The discovery of the jungle cave is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Across the globe, other archaeological sites are revealing evidence of past climates and environments vastly different from those of today. In the Arctic, melting glaciers are uncovering ancient forests frozen in time. In the Amazon rainforest, deforestation is revealing traces of ancient civilizations that thrived in what is now a dense jungle. These discoveries highlight the dynamic nature of our planet and the interconnectedness of Earth's systems. They highlight the importance of studying the past to understand the present and prepare for the future. The search for knowledge is a journey without end. The discovery of Egypt's jungle past shows that there is still so much to learn about our planet and its history. Each discovery opens a window into the past, offering glimpses of lost worlds and forgotten civilizations. These findings challenge our assumptions, ignite our imaginations, and deepen our understanding of the natural world. As we continue to explore the hidden corners of our planet, we can be sure that more surprises await us, each discovery adding a new verse to the epic story of life on Earth. Cave of Swimmers. The Cave of Swimmers is an old and interesting place located in the rough Gil Kabir Plateau within the large Libyan desert, which is part of the Sahara. This mysterious cave, found in the southwest corner of Egypt's New Valley Governorate, near the Libyan border, holds a treasure of ancient rock art. These amazing artworks were first discovered in October 1933 by a Hungarian explorer named Laszlo Almasi. Inside the cave, you'll find very old paintings and images of a long-gone time that hint at a very different world from the desert we know today. The cave gets its name from the interesting pictures of people shown in a way that makes them look as though they're swimming. But that's not all. There are also pictures of animals like giraffes and hippopotamuses, which seem out of place in today's tough desert. These paintings are believed to be around 10,000 years old, dating back to a time when the Sahara was not the dry, barren land we see today. but a much greener and wetter place. This change in the landscape was caused by shifts in the Earth's climate, changing the amount of sunlight the region received and affecting the growth of plants and the presence of dust. In 1934, Almasi wrote about the cave in his book, The Unknown Sahara. He bravely suggested that the swimming figures were not just symbols, but actual pictures of people swimming in what was then a more temperate climate. At the time, this idea was so bold that his editor felt the need to add notes, distancing himself from Almasi's theory. In 2007, a discovery added more interest to the story. An ancient megalake was found buried beneath the sands of the Sahara in Sudan's northern Darfur region, spanning a large 30,750 square kilometers. Some scientists have guessed that this lake might have been connected to the people shown swimming in the cave. However, modern researchers, like Andres Zubaray, question whether the figures were swimming, suggesting instead that the images might have a symbolic meaning we have yet to understand. Other experts have different ideas about these mysterious drawings. For instance, German ethnologist Hans Rotert, who studied rock art in North Africa and the Middle East, was among the first to suggest that these images represent dead people. Anthropologist Jean-Loïc Lequelec agrees, drawing links to ancient Egyptian beliefs and suggesting that the figures might show souls floating in the mythical waters of Nun, a primeval ocean in Egyptian mythology. Interestingly, similar rock art has been found in nearby caves, such as the Cave of Beasts, leading researchers to believe that the artwork in the Cave of Swimmers might be part of a broader artistic tradition that eventually influenced the cultures along the Nile River. These drawings may represent the early development of ideas that later became important to Egyptian civilization. The Cave of Swimmers gained even more fame after being featured in Michael Ondaatje's novel, The English Patient, which was later made into a film. In the movie, there's a scene where a guide describes the cave's location to Almasi, who is portrayed as a character in both the book and the film. However, the cave shown in the movie isn't the real one. It was a set created by a modern artist. Sadly, the growing popularity of the cave has come at a cost. Since the release of The English Patient in 1996, the cave has suffered significant damage. Visitors have chipped away pieces of the paintings as souvenirs, and some have even poured water on the walls to make the images stand out more clearly for photographs, causing the surfaces to crack. Graffiti and litter have further damaged the site. Although efforts have been made to protect the cave by training guides and cleaning up the area, the site remains fragile and vulnerable, especially as more tourists visit this remote region. The Cave of Swimmers is not just a glimpse into a forgotten past, but also a representation of how fragile our link to history can be. Jara Cave. Located deep in Egypt's western desert, Jara Cave is a remarkable underground wonder that has been naturally shaped over thousands of years. A German explorer stumbled upon it in 1873. Known also as the Magic Spring Cave, this limestone cavern is famous for its beautiful stalagmites and stalactites, elaborate rock formations, and winding underground streams. The cave's formation is a result of millions of years of water erosion. As rainwater slowly trickled through the limestone, it dissolved the minerals and carved out stunning formations like the stalactites and stalagmites that now decorate its interior. Additionally, the cave features a special underground lake that enhances its mysterious charm. Jara Cave is historically significant because it was once home to prehistoric people during the Paleolithic era. Archaeologists have found ancient tools, artifacts, and other signs of early human life here, which provide valuable insights into how our ancestors lived and interacted with their environment. A visit to Jara Cave promises a unique and unforgettable adventure. Spending time observing the captivating stalactites and stalagmites within the cave is a wonderful experience. These unique formations, created over millions of years by dripping water and mineral deposits, give the cave an almost magical and otherworldly look. Jara Cave houses an intriguing underground lake. Explore its calm waters and see the special ecosystem that lives in this hidden space. Watch how the cave formations create beautiful reflections on the lake's surface, adding to the cave's enchanting atmosphere. Jara Cave is a dream location for photographers, with its incredible natural features, the interplay of light and shadow, and reflections in the underground lake. Capture the stunning beauty of this secret treasure as you explore its various chambers and passageways. To visit, you'll need to plan carefully and possibly join a tour or hire a local guide for safe access. You might need to travel by road and do some hiking, depending on the cave's location. When visiting, it's important to respect and protect the cave's natural beauty. Follow the tour guide's instructions to avoid harming the delicate ecosystem and formations. Do not touch or damage the stalactites and stalagmites, as they are fragile and formed over thousands of years. Also, make sure to clean up after yourself and leave no trace of your visit. Supporting sustainable tourism around Jara Cave is very important. It's key to collaborate with local communities and businesses, respect their cultural traditions, and help the local economy. This way, Jara Cave can stay preserved and accessible for future generations. Jara Cave is a hidden treasure, ready for daring explorers to discover its mysterious beauty. With its amazing rock formations, historical value, and interesting underground lake, the cave offers a unique and memorable experience. By caring for its fragile environment and practicing responsible tourism, we can help protect this amazing natural wonder. The Wadi Sanor Cave. The Sanor Valley Cave in Beni Suef is one of Egypt's most important natural sites, partly because it's close to Cairo and has a rich history. This cave, known as Wadi Sanor, is situated in the eastern desert. It can be found on the Al-Ma'ad Plateau, which is to the north of Wadi Sanor and east of Beni Suef, about 70 kilometers from the town of Beni Suef. Located roughly 200 kilometers from Cairo, in Beni Suef Governorate, this cave is among the oldest in the world. To get there, you first drive for over an hour and then hike for at least another half hour. Long ago, around 40 million years back during the Eocene era, something extraordinary began deep beneath the Earth's surface. Groundwater slowly seeped through layers of limestone, and over time, a series of chemical reactions took place. These reactions created alabaster marble, a type of stone so fine and beautiful that it became renowned worldwide. This stunning marble was later used by the ancient Egyptians to craft exquisite ornamental items that showcased their unmatched skill. Today, the Wadi Sanor Cave Reserve, located in the eastern desert of Egypt, stands as a testament to this incredible natural process. Just a little over an hour's drive from Cairo, near Beni Suef, the cave is a popular destination for tourists eager to witness its splendor. The cave lies within the Al-Ma'ad Plateau, to the north of Wadi Sanor. After driving to the site, visitors embark on a half-hour trek on foot to reach the entrance of the cave, where the journey through time and history truly begins. With its proximity to Cairo and its rich history, Wadi Sanor Cave is not just a geological wonder, but also a gateway to the past, inviting all who visit to marvel at the natural artistry carved into the stone millions of years ago. Sanor Cave is a significant site that played a crucial role in ancient Egyptian history. This cave served as one of the most vital sources of stone for Egyptian sculptors, who relied on it to create their masterpieces. From this cave, they extracted alabaster, a beautiful and durable stone, to carve statues and craft various items such as pots, vases, scarabs, and other tools. These items were not only found in the tombs of kings, but also among common people, symbolizing the widespread use and importance of the cave. Sanor Cave continued to be a major quarry for marble until 1991. Then, in early 1992, while workers were going about their usual tasks, an explosion revealed a hidden entrance, leading to the astonishing discovery of the cave's deeper secrets. Following this discovery, extensive scientific and geological research was conducted, which confirmed the cave's significance as one of the oldest in the world. It was revealed that this cave was a primary and enduring resource for the ancient Egyptians in building their stone civilization. Recognizing its importance, the Prime Minister issued Resolution number 1204 in 1992, which declared Wadi Sanor Cave a nature reserve. This decision was made under Law number 102 of 1983, which aims to protect natural reserves. The third article of this law strictly forbids any actions or activities that could harm or degrade the natural and wild environment surrounding the cave. Around 47 million years ago, during the Middle Eocene era, a remarkable cave began to take shape. It all started when water slowly dissolved the limestone, creating small pits. Over time, these pits connected, gradually forming a small cavity. As the water levels rose, the cave began to take shape, with its development marked by changing climates and periods of drought. When the land of Wadi Sanor and the eastern desert experienced drier times, the stored water in the cave started seeping through cracks, carrying with it acids and sediments. These substances became evidence of the wet periods that once graced the region. Within the depths of Wadi Sanor Cave, researchers discovered a treasure collection of natural formations. The cave is adorned with stunning stalagmites, stalactites, delicate curtains, and majestic columns. These formations are so rare and unique that they make the cave one of the most extraordinary places on Earth. The cave's two large chambers, located to the right and north of its entrance, house fascinating limestone structures shaped like pears, islands, and coral reefs. The exceptional quality and rarity of these natural formations make Wadi Sanor Cave an ideal site for scientific exploration. Researchers can delve into the cave's mysteries, conducting detailed studies that may unlock the secrets of the ancient environmental conditions that shaped this fascinating underground world. Cave of Beasts. The Cave of the Beasts, also known as Fogini Mestikawi Cave or simply Fogini Cave, is a large natural rock shelter in Egypt's western desert. Hidden in this remote place are ancient rock paintings from the Neolithic period that are over 7,000 years old, showing around 5,000 human and animal figures on its walls. This impressive shelter is located in the Wadi Sura area, at the southwestern base of the Gil Kabir Mountains, in the far southwestern corner of Egypt's New Valley Governorate, close to the borders of Libya and Sudan. The region, one of the driest places in the Sahara Desert, is now uninhabited. The Cave of the Beasts was discovered in 2002 by archaeologists Massimo and Jacopo Fogini, along with Ahmed Mestikawi. 8 years later, in 2010, scientists from the University of Cologne did a detailed study of the site. To set it apart from the nearby Cave of Swimmers, Wadi Sura 1, located about 10 kilometers to the east, they named it Wadi Sura 2. Over 7,000 years ago, at the start of the Chalcolithic Age, ancient people created rock paintings in what is now the Sahara Desert. Back then, the Sahara had a much wetter climate, and there was a lake at the base of the rock shelter where these paintings were found. However, around 6,000 years ago, the climate changed to a dry, arid state, and the area was eventually abandoned. The rock shelter itself is about 17 meters wide and nearly 7 meters high. Inside, there are over 5,000 vivid paintings made with red, yellow, white, and black pigments. These artworks include hundreds of hand and foot stencils, as well as images of humans, mythical creatures with animal features, and some headless figures. While hand stencils are common in cave art around the world, the animals depicted here are unique. The top part of the shelter features additional rock engravings. In February 2016, a study published in the Journal of Archaeological Science revealed an interesting detail. Out of about 900 hand stencils, 13 were different from human hands in size and shape. It turned out these unusual stencils were likely made by pressing the hand of a monitor lizard against the rock, rather than a human hand. In ancient times, people intentionally changed the appearance of many animals. These creatures, which were always surrounded by humans, stood out because of their unusual size and shape. They often had long tails, bodies like bulls, and sometimes 3 legs that resembled human legs. Even when they didn't have heads, they still looked as if they were either spitting at or swallowing people. Some of these animals seem to be wrapped in a golden net. The shelter itself is adorned with groups of dancing, floating, or swimming people. On the lower left side of the shelter, you can see 2 groups of people separated by a crack in the rock. The group above the crack is holding a sling above their heads, while the group below the crack has their hands raised and is all looking to the left. In addition, there are images of wild animals scattered throughout the shelter, including an elephant, ostriches, gazelles, and giraffes. Together with the unusual beasts, these figures create a mythical world whose meaning is still not fully understood. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In the hot deserts of Egypt, a team of scientists found an old map hidden inside a forgotten tomb. The map led them deep into the desert, where they discovered the entrance to a secret cave buried under the sand. As they went inside, their flashlights flashed over walls covered with strange symbols and paintings. The air was thick with dust and the smell of history. Further into the cave, they found a room filled with golden treasures and objects that had been untouched for thousands of years. Among them was a stone tablet with writings suggesting the location of a lost pharaoh's tomb, believed to hold incredible power. The scientists could barely believe their eyes. Their find wasn't just treasured, but a key that could unlock secrets lost to time. The cave, hidden for centuries, had the potential to change history. And as they stood there, surrounded by the echoes of the past, they knew their discovery would change the world forever. What do you think this discovery means for our understanding of ancient history? Let us know your answer in the comments section. Gil Kabir Plateau. The Gil Kabir Plateau is a large sandstone plateau located in the distant southwest corner of Egypt's New Valley Governorate and also extends into southeast Libya. Its name, the Great Barrier, suggests its dominating presence. Covering an area of about 3,000 square miles, roughly the size of Puerto Rico, this plateau rises sharply, 300 meters above the flat stretch of the Libyan desert. This remarkable landform is the true center of the Gil Kabir National Park. The name Gil Kabir, meaning Great Barrier, was given to the plateau by Prince Kamal el-Din Hussein in 1925, as it previously had no local name. The plateau is well known for its rough beauty, isolation, and important geological features. It also has impressive cliff paintings and rock carvings, known as pictographs and petroglyphs, which tell stories of a time long ago when this area was full of life, both human and animal. To the south of the plateau, the Uweinat mountain range stretches into Egypt, Libya, and Sudan, adding to the region's natural variety. The Gil Kabir Plateau lies deep within the eastern part of the vast Sahara Desert, where it faces some of the harshest climates on Earth. This area is known as the driest place on the planet. It's not just because it almost never rains, the average yearly rainfall is barely 0.1 millimeter, but because the dry conditions are so extreme that the amount of solar energy hitting the ground can evaporate water 200 times faster than it can be replaced by rainfall. Rain might only fall here once every 20 years. The Gil Kabir is also famous for its ancient Neolithic petroglyphs and old rock carvings that offer a look into the lives of those who once flourished in this now barren and harsh landscape. In the upper region of Wadi Hamra, there are intriguing rock engravings. Magaret el Kantara, located in the southern part of Gil Kabir, is home to a single but fascinating rock art site. This hidden cave was first brought to light in 1936 by Shaw and his team. In the southwestern part of Gil Kabir lies Wadi Sura, where the famous Cave of Swimmers is found. This remarkable site was discovered by the Hungarian explorer Count Laszlo Almazy, famously portrayed in The English Patient. Nearby, many other ancient paintings can also be found. Fast forward to January 2003, when Zerzura Expeditions and Jacopo Fuggini independently stumbled upon a significant new rock art site in the western Gil Kabir. This site, known as the Fuggini Mestakawi Cave, added yet another layer of history to the region. The northwestern section of Gil Kabir, aside from Wadi Sura, contains only a few scattered and very ancient engravings. Moving east, the valleys of Karkur Tal and Karkur Mur in Uweinat boast some of the richest collections of rock art in the entire Sahara. In western Uweinat, under the shelter of massive granite boulders, many more paintings can be found, including the well-known sites of Ain Dawa. The smaller granite massifs around Uweinat, such as Jebel Arkanu, Jebel Kisu, and Yergueda Hill, are also dotted with numerous smaller rock art sites. Interestingly, the rock art of the Sahara bears a resemblance to the art found in the Nile valleys. This similarity hints at a time when the Sahara was much wetter, up until about 4000 BC during the mid-Holocene. As the monsoon rains shifted southward, people migrated, with some moving eastward towards the Nile Valley. They carried with them their beliefs, leaving a lasting impact on the art of ancient Egypt. The Gil Kabir Hills, hidden in the vastness of the desert, were first glimpsed from afar by European explorers in the early 20th century. In 1910 and 1911, W.J. Harding King ventured into the area, followed by Ball and Lieutenant Moore in 1918. The more remote southern part of the plateau wasn't seen until 1925, when Prince Kamal el-Dine Hussein laid eyes on it. A year later, on a return expedition, he mapped the eastern edge of the plateau and realized just how massive it truly was. Then, in 1930, Ralph Alger Bagnold led a journey along the same path, continuing the exploration. That winter, P.A. Clayton conducted surveys of some regions. The western side of Gil Kabir saw exploration in 1932 by the Clayton-Almasy expedition, which was led by Sir Robert East Clayton and Count Laszlo A. Almasy. They were joined by Patrick A. Clayton, squadron leader H.W.G.J. Penderell, 3 Arabian drivers, and a cook. This team combed through the area using a gypsy moth plane, cars, and sometimes just their own feet. In 1933, Patrick Clayton and Ladislaus Almasy made an exciting discovery. They found the Aqaba Pass, the only route up the steep sides of Gil Kabir from the southern plains, specifically from Wadi Sura. During World War II, the plateau became a crucial site for British military operations. Because of the harsh, dry conditions and lack of inhabitants, many remnants from that time, like a large air base with navigation markers made from petrol cans, have remained remarkably well preserved. This air base, known as the Eight Bells Hills, still bears witness to those times. In a remarkable turn of events, the plateau also became the site of an unexpected discovery in 2007. A bag, lost during World War II by a British Army dispatch writer named Alec Ross, was found. Inside were personal letters and photographs, kept in surprisingly good condition by the desert's dryness. What are your thoughts on the shocking discovery of a secret cave in Egypt by scientists? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section.